kind of our total body move class. Generally, when we do move, we start off with foam rolling first, but I don't want to have to spend a lot of time on that today because obviously you guys know how to do that. But as far as the positions go, you know, it's a lot of breathing, a lot of shifting, a lot of just finding center and balance. How did we feel? I mean, how was it? Good. Different? Feel the core working a lot? So that breath ramp up that we started on earlier where you're on your back and like the crunches, right? Like, just to give you an example, I'll show you real quick. So you're here. That would be like the ideal warm up before you get going. Just a couple, maybe 30 seconds to a minute or so. But what it does, again, it turns that, basically gets the core to start working. Because most time, again, I'm guilty of this, most of the time we want to be here. Ribs flared out, right? We want you to be centered, where your hips are underneath you at all times, because that's where you're strong in this point. So now this translates to when we start doing weights and strength training, right? Let's just say it's a row. I'm going to be strong and locked in from here. I'm going to be rowing, right? Or I'm going to do a lunge, right? Same thing. Strong and locked in from here, I'm driving off that front leg. But I'm not collapsing, or I'm not extending. I'm just staying directly over where I need to be. But it all starts with the breath. You got to think about the top of the ribs. You're trying to connect to the, bottom of the ribs, trying to connect to the top of the pelvis. That's that diaphragm, again. All right, so again, it's not this. It's just getting that pelvis to tuck. Most of us, I know I'm very guilty of walking around with my pelvis, my butt sticking out. We want to be neutral. There you go, Brian, like that. And that's the easiest way, to be completely fair and honest, that's the easiest way to look like you have a six-pack, right? Instead of walking around like this, the belly sticking out, which is, I was guilty of that. My daughter's, my little one, very guilty of that. We've worked on, just try to stay strong. And it just enhances your posture, enhances the way your back feels, enhances the way you carry yourself all over. Everything just starts right here, okay? And that's where, if you can just focus on that, that's the only thing you need to think about, is make sure you're strong here. That's going to keep everything else pretty steady, right? Your feet are going to get underneath you, because it's hard to do, if your feet are out here like this, it's hard to get to that position because you can't get your glutes in there. Underneath you, oh, there it is. Now my glutes are engaged and my core is working. But I'm not stiff like a robot either, right? I'm still naturally walking around how I need to. It's just not, it's more thinking of it just being centered and controlled. Cool. Any questions or anything? Good? All right, we're done. Thank you. Good.